Prime Minister Modi at the 16th Pravasi Bharatiya Divas says India is ready to protect humanity with 2 made in India COVID vaccines. Directorate General of Civil Aviation issues guidelines to airlines for transportation of COVID-19 vaccines. Assam Chief Minister Sarbananda Sonowal addresses 7th Youth Farmers Meet, shows support to 57 lakh farmer families. Nagaland Chief Minister Nephew Rio holds a joint meeting with local organizations to mitigate land issues and measures to control wildfires. And in the Sydney Test, Australia in the driver's seat with 197 runs lead against India. A very good evening, viewers. Welcome to the Northeast News Bulletin from the studios of DDK Guwahati. This is Hansraj, and now the stories in details. Prime Minister Modi today in his virtual address at the 16th Pravasi Bharatiya Divas Convention says India is ready to protect humanity with 2 made in India COVID-19 vaccines. He urged the youth to use technology to take forward India's pride and culture across the globe. Modi opined that while the internet has connected people from various corners of the world, Indians are connected with mutual love for the country. He said, in the past years, non-resident Indians have strengthened their identity by showing commitment for the betterment of the society. Modi added, when the country is working towards building Atmanirbhar Bharat, NRIs will play an essential role in strengthening brand India with their uses of made in India products.
सैकड़ों हाथों से अर्जन करो, लेकिन हजारों हाथों से बांटो। भारत की आत्मनिर्भरता के पीछे का भाव भी यही है। करोड़ों भारतीयों के परिश्रम से जो प्रोडक्ट्स भारत में बनेंगे, जो सॉल्यूशंस भारत में तैयार होंगे, उससे पूरी दुनिया का लाभ होगा। दुनिया इस बात को कभी नहीं भूल सकती है कि जब Y2K समय भारत की भूमिका क्या रही, भारत ने किस प्रकार से दुनिया को चिंता मुक्त किया था, इस मुश्किल में भी हमारी फार्मा इंडस्ट्री का रोल ये दिखाता है कि भारत जिस भी क्षेत्र में समर्थ होता है, उसका लाभ पूरी दुनिया तक पहुंचता है।
India's Civil Aviation Regulator, the Directorate General of Civil Aviation DGCA, has issued guidelines to airlines and other aircraft operators for transportation of COVID-19 vaccines, stating that all scheduled operators who have been currently authorized to carry dangerous goods may carry COVID-19 vaccine packed in dry ice, meeting the regulatory requirements. DGCA said in a circular, non-scheduled operators, including aircraft engaged in general aviation, that are required to participate in the carriage of COVID-19 vaccines packed in dry ice shall seek a specific approval before commencing such operations. The circular added that operators will need to prepare do's and don'ts guidance for handling of vaccines, and such packages would be handled only by trained personnel. Assam Chief Minister Sarbananda Sonowal, while addressing the 7th Youth Farmers Meet at Laluk, Lakhimpur, said that farmers in India now get 100% benefit of the government schemes due to the proactive measures initiated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Sonowal added that steps have been taken to ensure that farmers get MSP of 1,068 rupees for per quintal of rice. He also said that Assam government has started various schemes to support 57 lakh farmer families of the state. Union Minister Rameshwar Teli and Assam's Panchayat and Rural Development Minister Nobo Kumar Dole were also present at the occasion.
বিষয়কেইটাৰ ক্ষেত্ৰত বিশেষ গুৰুত্ব দিব লাগিব। সেই কাৰণে মই বিশেষকৈ মাননীয় প্ৰধানমন্ত্ৰী ডাঙৰীয়াক নৰেন্দ্ৰ মোদী ডাঙৰীয়াক বিশেষভাৱে ধন্যবাদ জনাইছো। তেখেতে খেতিয়কৰ বাবে যিমান উল্লেখযোগ্য পদক্ষেপ লৈছে, আজি তেখেতে আত্মনিৰ্ভৰ ভাৰত অভিযানৰ বাবে 20 লাখ কোটি টকা যেটো পেকেজ ঘোষণা কৰিছে, তাৰ ভিতৰত 1 লাখ কোটি টকা সম্পূৰ্ণৰূপে ডেডিকেট কৰা হৈছে কৃষি খণ্ড যাতে আন্তঃগাঁথনি মানে সেই তেনে ধৰণে।
Chief Minister of Nagaland, Nefu Rio, along with Jale Nekha, advisor, youth resources and other senior officers in the state government had a joint meeting with the representatives from Teniemi People's Organization, Angami Public Organization, Southern Angami Public as well as youth organization on matters relating to the land issues and measures to control the wildfires that have devastated the area, mostly disputed in and around Juko Valley and Kazolsa Forest. The House was briefed on the current situation regarding the forest fires and the tremendous efforts made by various state and central agencies along with volunteers from local organizations for containing and dousing the fires. According to a press release, the Chief Minister was of the opinion that good neighborly relations between the state of Nagaland and Manipur is of paramount importance for overall development of the area. Now it's time for us to take a short break. I will be back with more news. Stay tuned.
Got it. सोचिए अगर असल जिंदगी में ऐसी हालत हो तो कितनी मुश्किलें होती हैं, लेकिन शुक्र है बैंकिंग के लिए नहीं। अगर आपकी उम्र 70 साल से अधिक हो या आप दिव्यांग हो तो बैंक आपको कुछ जरूरी बैंकिंग सुविधाएं घर बैठे बैठे दे सकता है। आरबीआई कहता है जानकार बनिए, सतर्क रहिए।
घर की नारी कितनी जिम्मेदारी, मुन्ने का दूध, पिंकी की ड्रेस, दादी का गर्म पानी, दादू का जूस। आपकी जिम्मेदारी में हमारी भी है कुछ भागीदारी। आपके इस्तेमाल के प्रोडक्ट्स को हम देते हैं स्टैंडर्ड गुणवत्ता का प्रमाण, करते हैं मैन्युफैक्चरिंग की निगरानी, फैक्ट्री और मार्केट के सैंपल की नियमित जांच, ताकि आप पर न आए कोई आंच। आपसे ही तो है गारंटी खुशियों की
और ISI से मेरे परिवार की सुरक्षा की।
Welcome back. A high-level committee headed by the Prime Minister Narendra Modi has been constituted to commemorate the 125th birth anniversary of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose in a befitting manner. A gazette notification to this effect was issued today. Union Culture Ministry has said that the high-level committee will decide on the activities for a one-year-long commemoration beginning 23rd January 2021. The members of the committee include distinguished citizens, historians, authors, experts, family members of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, as well as eminent personalities associated with Azad Hind Fauj. Rajya Sabha member and former Union Minister P. Chidambaram, during his virtual speech at the State Legal Convention organized by Legal Department of Assam Pradesh Congress Committee today in Guwahati, said that in liberal democracy, people must enjoy equality, equal opportunity, and they must be secular and tolerant. While delivering his speech on the subject of challenges and threats to democracy and the Constitution of India, he also stressed upon protection of personal liberty by the law of the land and its implementing authority. He further asserted that the centre on many occasions has encroached upon the state power that does not suit liberal democracy. Other dignitaries present on the occasion included APCC President Ripun Bora and Chairman of Legal and Human Rights Department, All India Congress Committee, Vivek Thanka, along with others.
The House of Representatives and the Senate. The Speaker of the House of Representatives is not a neutral person. The Speaker is a partisan person. The Speaker, in fact, is the leader of the majority party in the House of Representatives.
In the COVID update from the nation, the cumulative COVID-19 testing in the country has crossed the 18 crore mark today, and the country's COVID-19 recovery rate has reached 96.41%. With more than 19,000 patients recovering in the last 24 hours, the total cases of discharge now stands over 1,56,000. Presently, the activity case load in the country comprises of around 2,24,000, with which the total number of positive cases in the country is calculated over 1,04 lakh. Meanwhile, with India's case fatality rate being recorded at 1.45%, which is one of the lowest globally, the total death toll in the nation now stands at 1,50,798. In the COVID update from the region, Arunachal Pradesh has reported altogether 77 active cases with 16,631 recoveries. The death toll remains at 56. Manipur has now 480 active cases and with 27,735 recoveries. The death toll is 364. In Meghalaya, the active cases now stands at 155 with 13,262 recoveries. The tally for the dead is 143. Mizoram has recorded 82 active cases with 4,185 recoveries. The death toll is 8. In Nagaland, active cases are now 129, followed by 11,752 discharged cases. The number of deaths is 83. Sikkim has now 393 active cases with 5,457 recoveries. The number of the dead is 129. Lastly, Tripura recorded 60 active cases with 32,854 discharged cases, while the death toll remains at 388. In the COVID-19 media bulletin issued by the State Health and Family Welfare Department and National Health Mission, Assam records 50 fresh cases out of the 18,522 tests conducted in the last 24 hours. Also, with 54 discharges reported in the past 24 hours, the total discharge cases in the state now stands at 2,12,427. The total COVID positive cases in the state is now 2,16,531. Meanwhile, the total number of deaths in the state remains at 1,059. In cricket, Australia were 103 for 2 in the third test at Sydney on day 3 at stumps in the second innings. Earlier, India, which resumed its first innings from the overnight score of 96 for 2, were dismissed for 244 on the third day today. Patrick Cummins took 4 wickets and Hazelwood took 2 wickets, while Cheteshwar Pujara scored one of the slowest half centuries for India. Australia has taken a first innings lead of 94 runs, and it would be an uphill task for India to make a comeback in this match. The hosts were all out for 338 in the first innings. In Meghalaya, the much-awaited Shillong-Kolkata flight is set to resume from February 1st. Informing this, airport authorities of India, Shillong Airport in a tweet confirmed the move, saying Indigo would resume the services and it will be a major boost for tourism in the state. The Indigo flight operating between Shillong and Kolkata was suspended in March last year when the country was under the grip of COVID-19. It may be mentioned that Shillong got a major connectivity boost recently, with Shillong-Delhi flight getting operational last month. BSF Meghalaya Frontier IG Hardeep Singh has asserted that there are no specific inputs about the presence of militant camps of insurgent groups in Bangladesh. Speaking to media persons in Shillong today, IG Hardeep Singh said the Border Guard Bangladesh, or BGB, has informed them that there are no camps in Bangladesh, even as BSF does not have any specific inputs about the presence of HNLC camp in the neighboring country. When asked about the recent killing of a Meghalaya citizen by BGB and a killing of a Bangladeshi smuggler by BSF in the border, he said that the BSF has no role in killing of a Bangladeshi national, whereas the force has lodged a complaint with BGB about the killing of an Indian citizen.
That BSF neither fired, and that person was well inside Bangladesh, so we have no role to play in this. So I am hoping that we will keep the borders peaceful, and such incidents, we will control such incidents so that they should not take place. But we are still further investigating the matter, that how this Indian national was killed and crossed the IP.
For more, viewers can also watch our bulletins and other programs on our YouTube channel, DD News Guwahati. And to end the news, the main points once again. Prime Minister Modi at the 16th Pravasi Bharatiya Divas says India is ready to protect humanity with 2 made-in-India COVID vaccines. Director General of Civil Aviation issues guidelines to airlines for transportation of COVID-19 vaccines. Assam Chief Minister Harmananda Hunwal addresses 7th Youth Farmers Meet. It shows support to 57 Clark farmer families. Nagaland Chief Minister Neiphiu Rio holds joint meeting with local organizations to mitigate land issues and measures to control wildfires. And in the Sydney Test, Australia in the driver's seat with 197 runs lead against India. Before taking leave, viewers are reminded to maintain physical distancing and frequently wash hands with soap or sanitizer. Remember to wear a mask properly and join the Mask Up India campaign by Doordarshan to defeat the pandemic. Mask Up India. And that brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.